Hello, welcome to this evening's live. And this is a very helpful video, a mindset video that will help you immensely with your fasting journey. It's going to be based on your weekly weigh ins, the scale. It's going to be based on progress you think you may or may not be making. Once I understood this concept, which is actually a very basic concept of mathematics, I understood the timeline, I understood the effort, and then time became an illusion because I'm going to get there when I get there, point blank, period. So, with that intro, I'm just going to wait for a few people to come on in. And thank you so much for tuning in. On the screen is the Fast to Feast Alternate Day Fasting Guide. It comes in an ebook, a physical, and audiobook. So this book is going to teach you more about the mindset required for alternate day fasting. So go ahead and check that out at fasttofeastguide.com. It's going to be very helpful in your journey. It's going to teach you what the mindset should be. It's going to teach you what to eat, what not to eat, how to eat, emotional regulation, which is a big major key, and all the ins and outs of alternate day fasting from my point of view, all in one book. It's all my videos put into one guide. It's short, sweet, simple. You could tuck it in your bag and read it, or you could put it on and listen, or you can put it on your iPhone and scroll. It's available in multiple platforms, so go ahead and check that out. So at that there, let's throw up an inspirational picture, shall we? Okay, we'll roll with that one. So, hi everyone. Thank you for coming in. Happy to see you. I'm going to basically generalize the topic of tonight's live in short and sweet. Fat loss versus weight loss. Fat loss versus weight loss. So if you're not already a member of the Facebook group, Alternate Day Fasters Unite, what are you doing? That group is so active, so motivational, so inspirational. And there's so many people doing so many amazing things in there, asking all the questions, showing their before and afters. There's veterans, there's newbies, and we're all either doing OMAD, ADF, okay? We don't promote 48 hours and beyond there. So it's very beginner friendly for like those that are past 16/8, but are not interested in long-term fasting, which I don't promote or encourage on my channel or in the group. So don't be afraid. Head on over there. The link is in the description box as well. If you're from the Alternate Day Fasting group and on Facebook, please let me know in the chat. I love y'all. But in that group, I do see a lot of people that will say, I only lost 2 pounds this week. I see others losing so much weight, and I don't understand. How come my weight loss is so slow? I only lost 1 pound. I don't get it. Last week I lost 8. Okay. I don't know why I put on the accent, the exasperated voice, but that's how it sounds to me. Like they're frustrated because they don't understand why they're putting in all this effort of, not eating every other day and only getting 2-pound weight loss. So I did some math during my lunchtime, right? I actually also wrote today's word because a song I listened to motivated me to think about the topic for tonight's live. So yesterday I had Cry O'Clock, and if you're not familiar with Cry O'Clock, it's how one of the ways I emotionally regulate on top of journaling or therapy. Cry O'Clock is when I dedicate 30 minutes to bawling my eyes out. And my last song is The Climb by Miley Cyrus. I cry to music because the lyrics be hitting. The last song is The Climb by Miley Cyrus. And for some reason, I've been cry clocking for well over 2 years now. At least 2.5 years now. And I have listened to The Climb as my last cry o'clock song for all that time. For some reason, last night hit different. It's like some kind of breakthrough happened when I listened to the lyrics. Like I'd be listening to the lyrics, but something happened when I heard the lyrics of The Climb by Miley Cyrus. And if you don't know that song, it's okay. I love that freaking song. It's an amazing, inspirational, motivational song. So essentially, it goes like, it's not about what's waiting on the other side, it's the climb. Okay. The chorus is more than that, but the climb. It's not about how fast I get there. It's not about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. And that sentence, for some reason, I had some like kind of matrix glitch. And I was like, oh shit, I'm not present enough. I am not present enough. And it made me think about, oh, I could have been doing alternate day fasting easier. I could have been lost weight. I could have been finished a degree. I could have been because I was so caught up in the destination that I wasn't taking lessons from the climb. And I know like I should have heard I should have gotten that lesson from that song a long time ago, but it wasn't until I was in that moment watching, my tears stream down my face that I realized I'm not present enough. I'm not present. I'm not in the moment. I'm so focused on the destination that I'm not getting the lessons I need to get in the present. So Colleen's word of the day. It's not about the destination, it's about the climb. Work on being comfortable in the present and be aware of any lessons life is teaching you. Okay. So, how I apply that to alternate day fasting, um, how that translate into alternate day fasting and everything just kind of made sense for me was I needed to start being comfortable being empty. As a faster, I think a lot of us are so excited to get it over with or get to the other side or even just get to the goal weight. Of course, we all want to get to the end of the journey. Who wants to be losing weight for the rest of their life? It's annoying. But a lot of us are. Sometimes we're losing weight our entire life, up and down, yo-yoing, right? We're always focused on that last number, a number you may or may not reach. And when I heard the lyrics, I was like, because I was fasting at the time, or at least I had stopped eating at that moment. And I realized I need to be comfortable being empty, feeling uncomfortable. And when I do cry o'clock, I really like Shallon needs to I got that from Shallon Lester, by the way. She's on YouTube. She's my guru. Shallon Lester coined that term, cry o'clock. When I was doing cry o'clock, it was to release pain. because I couldn't eat it away. I couldn't sex it away. I couldn't drink it away. I couldn't smoke it away. I couldn't spend money on it away. I had to sit in it. And what that looked like was tears pooling on my notebook because I had just finished journaling. We are so averse to discomfort that it's at our own detriment, because a lot of our habits, a lot of how we react to things in life comes from aversion to pain, to discomfort, to denying a reality that is so obvious and so blatant, right? Sitting in it and realizing I need to be present in my body. Because if you're fat, you're not hungry. If you're fat, you're not hungry. Okay. You're empty is the key word. You're empty. And a lot of us as American consumers, we're not used to feeling empty. All right. And with emptiness comes emotions that you'll have to deal with. And we're going to do everything in our power to avoid the discomfort, because as humans, that's a survival mechanism of ours. Who wants to confront things like that that makes you feel uneasy? It's That's not normal, it's not natural. But because of that, we have turned to binge eating, we have turned to doom scrolling, we have turned to all kind of vices that doesn't better us in the long term, right? And so once I realized, like, oh, I have to sit in this discomfort and really, I need to feel the emptiness. I need to feel it because I'm not hungry. I have more than enough fat to live off for maybe the next three months, to be honest with you. And if you're larger than me, then this picture in the after, you have 6 9 months worth of fat storage, baby. You'd be surprised how long the body could go without food. The emptiness needs to be felt. As a faster, feel it. Let the concaving of the stomach wash over you. Let the growling of the stomach wash over you. Let knowing that you don't have a security blanket of food to wash over you. And I know you guys are in the chat. I'm not looking at the chat yet. I really need to deliver this message. So bear with me until the end. So yeah, that is what I really understood. And to update you, I don't know if I should share this or not. I do want to share it because you guys are alternate day fasters, but I really wanted to move in silence, but it would be unfair of me as your leader, as your ADF leader, to keep this to myself. So I have started my alternate day fasting journey, and my goal is to lose 30 pounds by March, right? Um, when I turned 35 on November 5th, which was also election day, two things happened. I realized I'm getting older, but I look good. 35, but I look good. And that also, I can't trust anyone in America. I can't. As a woman of color, I just felt like, just alone. And so I felt like I really wanted to take all the energy as a woman of color in America and put it back into me as a 35-year-old woman of color in America. Okay, this is not about politics. Your vote is your vote. And I can't say I don't judge, but however you vote is your business, right? I can't help how I feel about it. But that's what it is, and that's how I reacted to it. I took all that energy that I usually put out towards helping, fixing, um, building, right? Nourishing, nurturing. And I decided I'm going to put all that energy back into myself, right? I'm going to put all that energy back into looking as fine as I can, 35 going on to 36, right? Cool. So after my vacation, which I just came back from last Friday, I decided I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to lose the weight that I want to lose because I'll be damned if I leave this earth and don't know what my dream body looks like. Okay? I'll be damned. I'll be damned. So I decided to start alternate day fasting again, right? Right. So once I made that decision to turn all that energy inwards, something just clicked. It's like, I don't know if you guys have found your why yet for why you're doing alternate day fasting yet. Or even if you just decided to lose weight or you know somebody that lost weight, right? There's usually a point or a moment in time where it's like, it just, it feels right. It's time. I'm all in. That all in feeling like by hook or crook, this is it now. That's a great feeling. Run with it. Okay. If you ever have that moment where it's like, you need that sound to go with it. It's like that sound is the lock in. The key is not loose. It's a lock in. And I had that. And I am now 10 toes down to achieving that 30-pound weight loss, right? So I am now in the process of seeing how long this will take, what this will look like, and what do I have to do. And so I was just like scrolling TikTok as usual. And I really understood the concept of fat loss versus weight loss. This is all coming around, right? Fat loss versus weight loss. And it made me think of those comments in Facebook where people are like, I only lost 2 pounds. I only lost half a pound. Uh, you know, Becky over here has lost 8 pounds, and Jim over here has lost 12 pounds, and I only lost 2 pounds. So I really wanted to use myself as an example as to why you only lost 2 pounds, and as an alternate day faster, why 2 pounds is literally the max amount of fat you could lose a week. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, okay? 2 pounds of fat, 2 to 2.5 pounds of fat is the max amount of weight you can lose a week. Okay. And this is really determined by your TDE, which is your total daily energy expenditure, right? But 2 pounds of fat is a serious thing. Let me show you. I wish I could have like brought it up onto the screen, but here's the calculations of me, and you can do this yourself. So my total daily energy expenditure, and what that means is based on my activity level and what's needed to keep me alive, how many calories I will burn daily. All right. So if I enter into a calculator my age, my weight, my height, and how active I am on a daily basis, it'll give me this number. My number is 2,148 calories. To maintain my body at this current weight, it'll be 2,148 calories, right? So you find your TDEE. 1 pound of fat, 1 pound of fat, fat itself, all right, is 3,500 calories, 3,500 calories, okay? A typical fast day alternates. A fast week will alternate between 4 and 3 days. So 1 week you'll have a 4-day fast if you're doing true alternate day fasting. Like it'll vary because just based on the month, sometimes you'll have a four fasts in a week, and sometimes you'll have 3 fasts in a week. Okay. A four day fast week for me, if I total up all my total daily energy expenditures for 4 days, it'll be 8,592 calories. Okay. So I would how do I explain this? 8,592 calories is what I'm missing out on a week, right? I'm eliminating 8,500 calories through 4 fast days. 4 fast days will eliminate for me 8,500 calories. That's a lot. That's a lot. If you ask me, that's a hell of a lot. If I divide that number by 3,500, which is 1 pound of fat, do you know how much I get? All them 8,500 calories divided by 3,500, it's only 2.5 pounds of fat. 2.5. 2.5 pounds of fat from 4 days of fasting. That is the max. I couldn't do any more pounds of fat weight loss. Now, when you're beginning as a starter faster, alternate day faster, right? You will say you do the same thing. You'll have 4 fast days in a week and you lose maybe 8 pounds, maybe you lose 5 pounds. 2 of those pounds are going to be fat. The rest will be water. The rest, it could be, if you stopped weightlifting, it could be muscle. It could be a bowel movement. Okay. But 2 of those pounds, only 2, will be fat. Okay. And this is why, because muscle is less, takes up less room than fat. This is why you will realize inch loss over fat loss. Because if you're going to look at the scale and see that you only lost 2 pounds, you're going to be discouraged no matter if your panties are falling off your hips. You're going to be discouraged. But 2 pounds of fat, I need you to understand that weight loss and fat loss are 2 different beasts. What you need to be looking for is fat loss. What you want to see in great numbers is weight loss, and you can lose weight. You can cut off a leg and lose weight. I would like to keep my legs. I want to keep my kidneys and my organs. I want to lose fat. That's the key. And fat loss can only come from a deficit, right? Fat loss will only come from a caloric deficit. Now, because of alternate day fasting being such an aggressive way to produce a caloric deficit, you're going to feel like you deserve more than what you're doing. You're going to feel like you deserve more weight loss for your effort. But 2 pounds of fat is a lot. 2 pounds of fat. Okay. If I go into the next week and it's like a 3-day fast week, I'm cutting out 6,444 calories, and divided by 1 pound of fat, which is 3,500 calories, that's 1.8 pounds of fat. So in a 3-day fast week, which is a lot of people are doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday fast, you're more than likely going to lose 1.5 to 2 pounds max of fat. And that's if you don't weigh less than me. If you weigh more than me, you could lose up to 2.5. If you weigh less than me, you can only lose 1.5 to 1 pound. This is based on me. With a 3-day fast week, you can lose 1.8. I can lose 1.8 pounds of fat. Imagine if I was stepping on this scale every week looking for a big ass number of 8 pounds. And mind you, the beauty of alternate day fasting, right? The beauty of alternate day fasting, I'm going to tell you right here. Daya, hi. Hi, Daya. Oh my gosh. It's Daya. Daya. It's Daya. I met Daya on the cruise, y'all. I met Daya on the cruise and she had her nails matching her swimsuit. Hey, baby. She was such a sweetheart, y'all. That was so crazy to meet like a subby on a cruise. Hi, Dias, pleasure. And she had her little daughter, and she was chilling, honey. But anyways, I just wanted to shout you out. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we took a picture together, so that was great. Um, yeah. So where was I? Damn it. Damn ADD. Why am I red? Oh my God, I'm getting heated. Anyways, the scale will always confuse you. Okay, so the beauty of alternate day fasting, right, is that you will lose fat. The other beauty about it is you will decrease inflammation. And a lot of times you're not fat, you're just inflamed. And every time I think about that saying, you're not fat, you're inflamed, I always think about what's her name? Haley Gamba. Haley Gamba, right? She's a YouTuber and she does like motivational content, I will say. She recently she was doing the OMAD kind of diet and she lost over 40 pounds, but she had lost weight before. She had lost weight before through working out and calorie restriction, and her face never looked like how it does now. Her face has changed immensely. Why? What is the difference between her just cutting calories and working out before and losing weight and her now being a faster? She's like she does 16/8 currently, but before she did like 24. Her face is so slim. Her body has decreased and she's more lean, okay? It's the anti-inflammatory properties of fasting. It will drain water out your body because it's not inflamed through processed foods that you're eating. It has a chance to repair and release fluids. We are walking water water bombs, if you ask me. Our knees are inflamed, our face is inflamed, our ankles are inflamed. Mine was, okay? If you can push onto your leg and leave a dent, that's not good. That's not good. If everything you sit on leaves a dent, that's not good. That's not good. If your skin is very tight, especially in the lower extremities, fluid retention, that's not good. That's not good. It could be a sign of like an autoimmune condition. Um, it could be a deficiency somewhere. Usually, inflammation is just a sign that your body is being attacked and it's trying to protect you. Your body's always trying to protect you. Even when it gains weight, your body's trying to protect you. But her transformation, her face has leaned out to the point where you think, like, has she had work done? So not only did she get the fat loss, she got the inflammation reduction. And tied together, yes, you'll get the 2 pounds a week of fat loss, but you could also lose 3 to 4 pounds of water weight. And mind you, if you're consistent alternate day faster, once you lose your water weight and your alternate day fasting, you're not going to get that huge number like you did in the beginning as your body sheds more water. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have to understand that these 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds, which is more than likely you had a bowel movement or you're retaining less water than usual, is the norm. If you ever put on MyFitnessPal and or if you've ever done a calorie calculator and seen how many calories you need to lose 2 pounds, what do they call the 2 pound weight loss? Very aggressive, right? Because it is very aggressive. If you see the calories they give you to lose 2 pounds a week, you'll be like, I'm gonna die. Mine was 1,376 calories. To lose 2 pounds in a week, I would have to starve every day. I would have to starve every day. In my opinion, it's probably doable if I wanted to just live off cucumbers and chicken. But you have to think of it this way. You're blessed in the fact that all you have to do is refrain from eating one day, which if you're locked in, it's easy. Once you get used to the discomfort and sit in the discomfort and be present in the discomfort, you have one day that you just don't eat. And then the next day, you can enjoy how you like, what you like, when you like, and still get the 2 pounds a week. I'm not, I don't want to count calories. I don't want to wonder if I went over. I don't want to focus on macros. And that's why alternate day fasting worked so beautifully for me because it was easy. Okay, it's simple, but it's not easy. It was simple. It was simple. It was effortless. Don't eat, do eat. Don't eat, do eat. So when you hear others say, I only lost 2 pounds, you're lucky. All right. You are lucky. You are blessed. 2 pounds of fat. Do you know what 2 pounds of fat in 1 month is if you just consistent? That's 8 pounds. You could lose 8 pounds in a month. That sounds awesome to me. That sounds like body changing to me. 8 pounds. But because you see how this all ties in, because we're all focused on the destination instead of the journey, we're rushing the process. We get vexed. We get mad. Okay? We get mad at 2 pounds. But the math shows if you understand this concept that with the math, you can't get no more than that. If you put in your brain, if you do the calculations based on your total daily expenditure, how many days a week you're going to fast, and divide it by 1 pound of fat, which is 3,500 calories, you can't do no better than that. It won't happen. You're going to lose 2 pounds of fat. Whether you lose 4 more pounds of water is up to you based on how you held sodium, or if you drank, or if you're just inflamed for no reason, or if you're on your period. All of that is up in the air. But you are going to, if you are doing true alternate day fasting at that, not just fair weather fasting. If you are locked in and doing true alternate day fast, the best you're going to get is 2 pounds, the best. And then you're lucky with that. Once you make that make sense in your brain, you're going to see that, oh, me rushing the process doesn't make any sense because mathematically and logically, I can't go any faster than this. I can't. If you're doing alternate day fasting, I wouldn't recommend doing rolling anything. Don't do rolling 48s and 72s, and it's not necessary. Once again, why? Be present. You're over here thinking, how fast can I lose this weight doing unsustainable things? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not necessary. Unless you have a red carpet I don't know about, can you give me your autograph? It's not necessary to go so fast. The biggest thing you should be focused on, alternate day fasting, is fasting. Just do the fast. Be in the fast. Understand the fast isn't comfortable. So with me now, knowing that I'm locked into losing 30 pounds by March, and I only got that number based on the calculations, right? Because what? So I averaged those 2 pounds of fat loss, right? Between the 4 fast days and the 3 fast days a week. 2.5 plus 1.8 divided by 2, it averaged to 2 pounds a week, right? I put down my goal is 30 pounds. 30 pounds divided by 2, which is the 2 pounds a week. That's 15. The 15 gives me the weeks, 15 weeks, or almost 4 months. Calculate 4 months from now, March. It's mathematically simple. You have no choice. If you lose more in a week, just know it's not fat. If you lose less than a week, just know either you're off something, you're not doing what you need to do, or that you just have a little bit more inflammation this week. That's it. You didn't make a bowel movement. You have to pee. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to get where you're supposed to go. It can't work any different, because ultimately weight loss is very mathematical. It's very pragmatic. It's very logical. It has no choice but to follow these rules based on numbers. We can say and do all we want. You can expedite it however you want to, but based on alternate day fasting, based on your TDEE, and based on your goal weight, there's a mathematical number to get you to your end goal. But once I knew that there's nothing I can do to fast forward this process, I just started focusing on being present, being empty, and sitting with that. It's empowering. It's an empowering feeling. And all of this came last night, literally. Like last night when I did my cry o'clock. I cried so hard, my eyes were like glassy the whole day today at work. That's how hard I cried. I'm probably going to do another one tonight in the shower because it just felt good. I love cry o'clock. It's cathartic. It's such a relief. And the weird part is, I know this sounds odd, but I am so much more in my femininity when I have my cry o'clocks regularly. I'm more gentle. I'm more soft spoken. I'm more alert. I'm more compassionate because, like, I'm not on edge. I've purged. Crying is purging. It's a way to release toxins, just like sweating, just like urinating and the like. I feel so light and beautiful after a great cry session. I feel like the weight of the world. And you know what? I was overdue. I was overdue for that cry o'clock because it's been a while since my last one and I needed it. I needed it. Um, Once I finished bawling my eyes out and that Miley Cyrus lyric took place in my brain, I was like, oh my God, I have not been present. I'm so focused on the outcome. I'm missing all the lessons I'm supposed to be learning. And all of a sudden, I just felt sad for myself, because I I know I'm supposed to be present. Like being present is the best place you can be in the world. It is it's really like even like touching yourself, it brings you back to the present because sometimes you float off and you think about what you have to do and what's next and what's about to come. Grounding, touching yourself, that's why I love showers because it's a time where you're really like one with your body. Bringing yourself back into your body will help you on your fasting journey because you have to feel the emptiness. It's really important for you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that knowing with fat loss will come discomfort. There's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I was never hungry during my fat loss journey." My weight loss journey. Let me correct that. I was never hungry during my weight loss journey. You cannot be hungry during your weight loss journey. But during your fat loss journey, my love, during your fat loss journey, you will have to eat underneath what you're comfortable with. It can't work no other way. In order for a caloric deficit to happen, you have to eat underneath what your big body wants. Your big body wants to eat what the big body is happy at. If you want the little body, you have to eat at little body calories. And that requires discomfort. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to want more. But that's big body you, that's big brain you. Use your fast days to learn how to get through discomfort. One of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, I accidentally gave birth without meds. My second son, um, I didn't have a chance to get an epidural. And you see those videos of women like panting and heaving and the doctor saying push with the contraction. And I didn't have any of that with my first son, my first birth, because I was under epidural and they were saying push and I was like, a baby's coming. That was me in my first pregnancy and birth. My second, it's like the pain was so bad, I literally mentally blocked it out of my brain, and all I remember was the baby. I remember every ounce of it, but I wouldn't wish it on nobody. I could see why women were dying during childbirth. Like epidural really out here saving lives because there's no reason for the pain. But when the doctor was like, with your next contraction, I need you to push. Guess what I had to do? I had to be one with my body. And I had to sit in the pain. And I had to be uncomfortable. I had no choice. I wasn't even worried about the outcome. I wanted my healthy baby more than anything in life. But was I thinking about a baby? I was like, am I going to die? I wasn't going to die. I didn't have preeclampsia or any. The ring of fire, that has to be hell. They call it that for a reason, okay? Um, but I had to sit in that pain. I had to sit in the discomfort, and I knew that okay, it's not going to last forever. It's not going to last forever. This is happening for a reason. I have to sit in it. I have to move with it. I have to be uncomfortable. It taught me a lot. Every uncomfortable situation you're in, it should teach you a lesson. It has to teach you a lesson. And if it didn't teach you a lesson, if you are finding yourself in the same situation over and over again, you're not present. You're not present. You're not being present. You can't be in a situation that you don't like over and over again and not learn from it. You're living in another dimension while your body is going through another dimension. That's wild. Total daily energy expenditure. So, as an alternate day faster, know that there's a cap on how much fat you can lose. There's a cap on how much fat you could lose a week, a month, 3 months. Okay. You can lose inflammation, you could lose muscle, you could lose all those things, but there's a cap on fat loss when it comes to alternate day fasting. Um, if you want to calculate what it's going to look like for you, go to tdeecalculator.net. Okay, T as in turtle, total daily expenditure, energy expenditure, right? You're going to get that. You're going to know how many days you're going to fast a week. Okay. You're going to times your TDEE by that, which it could be 4 or 3. And then you're going to divide that number by 3,500, which is 1 pound of fat. And you're going to get a number. It could be 1.8, it could be 2.8, it could be 2.5. All right. You're going to get your goal, what your goal weight loss is, minus 30. I divided it by the number I came up with from dividing the TDE and the pound of weight loss. And it came up to 15 weeks. So whether I like it or not, it's going to take 15 weeks to lose 30 pounds of fat. Okay. Fat and weight loss are two different things. That's why I make the distinction and say fat. All right. If you want to lose more fat, just know that 1 pound is 3,500 calories. Times it by 3. You want to lose 3 pounds of fat? I can't do no kind of calculations in my brain, so don't even try. You need to have 10,500 calories out of your weekly caloric intake. That sounds like a lot. It is. It is. You can determine your own outcome through math because numbers cannot lie. Understand that there is a cap to fat loss, and the more fat you want to lose, the more uncomfortable you'll have to be. Okay? Today's a fast day for me. This is my second. I started my alternate day fasting journey again on Sunday. So Sunday was fast day 1. Monday. Today is fast day 2 for, oh God, sorry. Today's fast day 2 for me. And because I'm so locked in, I don't care what I feel like on fast days. I'm going to sit in it. I'm going to sit in it and delight in it. And I'm going to feel it because I want it that bad. I want it badder than bad. I'm not going to go another year saying, oh, I can't wait, or, oh, maybe I'll do the. No, I'm done expending. It's time to start putting into me. My solo trip just enlightened me. It made me love life that much more. I already love life. I'm so blessed. But it made me love life that much more. I did a solo trip. Like, it was great. I loved it. Loved. If you want to do a solo trip, a cruise is the way to do it. Okay. I want to be even more confident in bikinis. I want to look like a model because I'm 5'10". I think I should have a chance to see what that looks like. No, I know I will see what that looks like. Why? Because I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of breaking promises to myself. Aren't you? Like, aren't you? You must be tired of telling yourself things you're not gonna do. I'm tired. I'm tired. And with November 5th, my birthday and election day, I was like, what am I? Now is the time to invest in me. I'm over it. I want to look as hot and amazing, as skinny as possible for me. I don't care what nobody else is doing. That's my goal. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. And I'm never gonna apologize for that. I don't care whose feelings it hurts. It's more so like projection because I can't imagine anybody being mad at someone else wanting to improve their body and how they look and how they carry themselves. That's wild, you know? And based on the calculations I've done, you'll see me in March. You'll see me in March, 30 pounds lighter. 30 pounds lighter. So I'm currently like 190. So yeah, it would be like 160. I essentially want to reach down to 158 and then balance between those 5 pounds, like 153 and 168. I'll see what that looks like because I have an athletic build. I'm 5'10". I have a big head and I don't want the lollipop effect. Okay. Actually, I don't have a big head. I have a big face. I have a big face. My head is actually pretty small, but my face is doing a lot of work. It's like that Easter Island head. Okay. All right. So let me look at these comments. And if you have any questions, let me know. Because I think that was pretty straightforward. I'm not going to keep you guys long. I also have 10K steps to finish up for the day. I've been sipping green tea all day. All day. All day. And now my boss is in on it with me. So he's bringing in ginger tea for me. He's amazing. So good evening to everyone. So I know it was like all over the place from the quote to the weight loss versus fat loss to the cry o'clock, but it all came together because everything literally happened in just a blink of an eye. Like, oh, I understand. I need to be present. I need to feel this discomfort. I need to feel the discomfort. If you're fasting, you have to feel it. Please, let me put on another. Let me put on another. What's a good one? Yeah, that's my favorite bikini. Anyways. Good evening. Hi, ADF group members. You guys are awesome. Totally Yari says she loves that group. It's the truth. One of the members, Ida, lost so much weight down to 115 for her height. She does OMAD. Inspiring for sure. I look at it daily. Y'all, if you're not on the alternate day fasting group on Facebook, 22,000 and growing. 22,000 strong and growing. Shout out to Michael in Florida. We love Florida. I just came back. Hey, Facebook fam. Shan said, oh, you about to preach? You call me Solange? Yeah, I didn't feel like doing I didn't have my braid out on deck. I'm going to braid my hair out. I love having a curly braid out. And I will be doing a vlog for the Bahamas after I push out this last video. Then I'll be caught up. And I'm actually vlogging. I'll be vlogging my 30-pound weight loss journey. So, you know, I'll be in the trenches with you guys again. Hopefully my therapeutic doses of vitamin D and my high fiber diet on feast days will help keep my jaundice at bay. Okay. Stay uncomfortable, folks. Since I started ADF, it forces me to take care of other aspects of my life. I'm forced to clean up when I get home, forced to keep myself busy. I can't just eat and lay down. I have to get up and do it. Absolutely. That's the thing about weight loss, and that's actually another point. Excuse me. Um, when you decide to lock in and you're present, it rolls over to other parts of your life. You just lock in, and you start to utilize this thing called discipline. That discipline, once you lock in and you have discipline for yourself, like I can't even imagine somebody offering me a drink and me saying yes. I can't think about like settling for low effort dates. It's like it's just the standards and just change. I'm okay to walk away from stuff, you know? It just rolls over into so many parts of your life for the better. It's a really wonderful thing. I'm struggling with binge eating disorder again, and I did the 2-week challenge and completed it. I don't know why I lost all motivation, but I keep watching your videos to help me. Look into Vyvanse. That's what I'm on. They'll prescribe it to you. Go get Vyvanse. Go tell your doctor that you binge. And I heard about Vyvanse. I take Vyvanse on my fast days, and it helps. Y'all don't have to like. You get no reward for struggling. If you need the help, go get the help. Being fat ain't cute. Okay, saying I did it all on my own. Good for you. Great for you. For those who need help, go get the help. All right, go get the help. You get no cookies for carrying the cross, losing 80 pounds. It's wonderful if you can, but if you can't, it's okay. Thank you, Queen of the South. I appreciate you. Um, Skinny tastes better than food tastes. Once you lock in, that only applies once you lock in. It'll never you can't relate to this sentiment until you decide I'm sick and tired of myself. And I'm not even sick and tired of myself. I'm just ready to go to the next level now. I just feel it. It's such a weird feeling when you lock in because you feel so unshakable. I feel so unshakable. And all I can do is just wait for the time to pass. There's nothing more I can do. I'm not going to break my back doing low carb. I'm not going to break my back running. I'm going to sit and wait like normal folk with patience and faith because mathematically it has to happen. It's not a if, it's a will. And mathematically, I determine the timeline. I don't have to wonder if I'm doing the thing will come. All I have to do is wait. It's like when you're growing your hair. There's nothing you can do to make your hair grow faster. You can take the pills and maybe you'll get a quarter, not even a quarter, an eighth of an inch more. Congrats. There's nothing you can do to make the hair grow faster. If you're doing ADF, there's nothing you can do to speed up the fat loss more than the calculations I laid out for you. And if you want to do the replay later and find out how, so be it. The fat loss is probably going to be 2 to 2.5 pounds max, and that's pushing it. Pushing it. If you lose water, that's your business. If you lose muscle, that's your business. If you lose a leg, that's another way to lose weight. But fat loss, there's a cap on fat loss a week. This is for Candace. Okay, that's the lock-in sound. You will only be as successful as your why, and your why has to make that sound. Your Y, if your Y is not making that sound, try again. Mari D says the switch went on when I realized that the year is almost done and I'm still trying to lose the weight and more that I put on last Christmas. I was like, no, I have to start now. That's why it's good to divorce the scale and set a long-term goal. Also, thank you for doing this live. My pleasure. The scale, I'm going to be weighing myself every Sunday, but the scale is not going to tell you the full story. That's all. It's never, I don't think it's ever going to tell you the full story unless you have like a DEXA scan, a submersible fat calculator of some, you're not going to get the full story of your weight, your body composition, your fat loss on a scale. It's just going to tell you 3 digits and whether you're a better person or a horrible person. And then you're going to walk off and be like, damn it, I hate my life. Or you could walk off motivated more than ever. That'd be cool too. But either way, you feel some kind of way. Someone said in the Facebook group, I can't eat like I used to. When I tell you I was locked in, I ate one day and I used like I used to, and I got so sick yesterday. I had half a hamburger and was filled. That's what stomach shrinkage looks like. That's what insulin regulation looks like. That's what conscious eating. You ever heard them talk about intuitive eating and like rolled your eyes? That's what intuitive eating looks like. Okay. That's what satisfaction and being present in your body looks like. You realize you don't need that much food and you start eating like the weight you want to be instead of the weight you are. You know, you can't expect to be losing 30 pounds and you still eating like the fat person that you don't want to be anymore. It doesn't make sense. 5 pounds of fat is huge. If you've ever seen a prototype of it, it's massive. It's like a huge lump. And yeah, you can shed weight. You could lose weight and still have tight jeans. You could lose fat and the jeans will start to be loose. Focus on fat. If you do the calculations, you have no choice but to lose fat. If you're doing the alternate day fasting, whether it's 4 days or 3 days, if you're doing 3 days, you'll lose max, you'll probably lose 1.8 to 2 pounds a week, max. If you're doing 4 days a week, you can lose 2.5 to 2.8 pounds a week. I know it sounds like nothing, but losing fat is so delicious. I promise you. You'll lean out. Your clothes will look so good on you. Your face will sculpt. Okay, the clavicles will come out. The belly fat, the waist. What waist? Fat is what you're looking for. Fat loss over weight loss any and every day. I don't give a shit about weight loss. Fat loss, I want her. All right. And fat loss can be calculated. Once you come to that concept, you'll feel a lot safer on your journey. You won't beat yourself up. All you have to do is do the thing. Around 24 hours into your ADF, and this is pure motivation, you're welcome. For me, sipping warm tea all day, I don't even think about it. And since I'm home, I'll put some alternate. I'll put some apple cider vinegar in it. What appetite? No appetite. It has to be green tea for me. If I have like black tea or any other kind of tea, it'll spark like a hunger response. Green tea, no hunger response. I could do ginger as well. If I do like one of those full teas, it doesn't work for me. Yes, Haley's face has really changed. Her face, yeah. She was inflamed for real. 8 pounds sounds lovely in my eyes. It is lovely. 8 pounds is wonderful. But because y'all are getting on the scale every week and seeing 2 pounds here, 1 pound there, you don't get the bigger picture. You're just seeing the small picture and beating yourself up and mad. Weigh yourself every month if 1 to 2 pounds a week doesn't do it for you. Weigh yourself monthly. I like monthly weigh-ins because I like to see a big old number. It's more satisfying. And plus it's less, anxiety inducing. Even I might do every other week. No, I'm gonna do the weekly because I am vlogging it. I'm gonna do the weekly, but I'm not like based on what I know about these calculations of fat loss, I'm not gonna be disappointed if I see point 0.5 on the scale because I know that, hey, I could be holding on to extra water today, or hey, it's maybe about my period time, or hey, sodium, from last night is kicking in. Or it could be 2 pounds. I'd be like, damn, I lost 2 pounds. Yes, that's how you need to feel when you see a 2 pound weight loss. Okay. Damn, I lost 2 pounds. That's straight fat if you're doing what you're supposed to do. All right. Atlanta says ADF has her in her womanhood real bad. I love that for you. There's nothing like confidence and um, being a woman. Like, you can really rule the world. To be honest, when I went on my trip, I felt so magnetic and it literally exuded. I have never gotten so many compliments on just existing in my life, and it was wonderful. And I wouldn't say funny, I knew it. I knew. I knew every compliment. F being humble. I knew it because I felt it. I really did. I felt as glorious as people were telling me. I felt like the compliment every day, every single day, whether it was on my hair, on my body, on my dress, on my skin, the compliments would not stop. And I felt every bit of the compliments because I already knew for myself. I didn't need the compliments to validate anything. If I got no compliments the whole trip, I already knew what I looked like, you know? I already knew what I looked like. But the fact that it was radiating so powerfully that I could not stop, and all of them were women. All of them were women. All of them were women. That's beautiful to me. I love compliments from women. I love giving women compliments. Like, I will give a woman a compliment in a heartbeat. Like, girl, I love your dress. Those compliments from women hit different. They really do. Men are just like, I, I hate putting my, men are cool or whatever. A compliment from a woman, you know it's real. You know it's real. Girl, I love your dress. Thank you so much. You are rocking the dress. Thank you. Girl, are those micro locks or sister locks? They look so cute. They're micro locks. Oh, I love them. The shape, even the length. I know it's so short. Girl, you look good. Thank you. Did I need it? No. Did I feel it? Did I radiate it in every step? Yes. I just felt beautiful. I felt beautiful. So I'm scared. I'm actually going to be scared of myself after these 30 pounds because I don't know. I'm gonna have to be somebody's some mayor's wife or something. I don't know. I have to marry very rich. I'm gonna have to be on somebody's runway, somebody's catwalk, somebody's red carpet. I'm glad you tuned in, Libby. I knew I promoted it as something important. I needed to get this off my brain. Soda will make you hungry because it triggers an insulin response. Anything sweet will trigger an insulin response. I haven't even been drinking coffee. I can't remember the last time I drank coffee, honestly. Wow. My whole trip, I didn't drink. The whole trip. I had one little drink, and it was a sample on a tour. It was a pina colada. The whole trip, I didn't drink. I wasn't interested. And plus, I don't want to be not on my A game alone. So that's what I heard. I didn't block the pain. The pain, it's a natural thing your brain does. Frightening. This is true. I've heard that, Sandra. If your brain does not block the pain, women would not have second or more children. Just imagine if sex hurt. Would we even procreate in the first in the first place? Um, Carrie says, I will go back and watch from the beginning, but you stepped on all my toes. I have not been present. I know. In this modern day society, it's really hard to be present because we have so many responsibilities pulling us here to there and fro. Being present is hard, and I would love to start meditating, but I I would try it. Maybe my newfound discipline could allow me to, but meditation is the ultimate form of being present. Just keep remembering where you are. If you need to touch yourself to bring you back, do so. If you need to tap like a hard surface, do so. If you need to, I like this little game, and this is a way to stay present, okay? I actually saw it in like a magazine. Use your five senses. List five things you see, list four things you feel, list three things you smell, um, two things you taste. What's the other one? Sight, smell, taste, and something else, right? And then I love to do that while I'm walking. I'll like look around and think about five things I see. Okay, I see a tree. Oh, there's a bird in the tree. It quick fast. Your brain is back in the moment. What do I smell? Oh, I smell my green tea. Oh, I smell my perfume from earlier this morning. Okay, oh, the garbage needs to go out. It brings you right back to where you are. How do I feel? How do I feel? That's a great question to ask yourself. I feel a little back pain from sitting forward. I feel that. I feel a little back pain. What else do I feel? I feel a little discomfort from my clipped earring. I feel cold. I feel cold. I need to turn on the heat. You see how I'm just back in my body from using my senses? So that was a nice trick, and I ever since I read that article, I've been using that to make myself present again. But you could also just touch yourself. Um, Tapping brings you back. Your brain starts to float off. Britt says she's excited to start ADF. Go, Britt! Go head over to the alternate day fasting group. Get the ADF fasting guide. You'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Can you work out and burn those calories? Calorie burning is not the same as calorie restriction. It can negate. So you can use calorie burning in order to up the calorie deficit, but you're still going to need that baseline calorie reduction from your diet. And then you could get a bit more from burning calories. But you're still intaking the calories, you know? The goal is to like cut the calories, period, and then add a bit more to your weight loss through calorie burning. Okay, if that makes sense. How do I sleep when fasting? I'm doing rolling 96s on the third one, but getting less than 4 hours of sleep. That's why you're doing rolling 96s. You insomnia and extended fasting goes hand in hand. It's just the body's way of making sure you stay alive. So as long as you're doing rolling 96s, you're going to have insomnia. Point blank period. Um, you would have to really increase your magnesium and maybe take like 3 capsules a morning and 3 capsules at night. Get your magnesium threshold up, and then you'll be able to get better sleep. But yeah, once I started having magnesium day and night, and I built up my magnesium threshold, I got what people mean about having magnesium, because I was playing with it before, but ever since I started doing D3 magnesium K2, I get it. I sleep like I've this is the best sleep I've had in my life. It's wild. It's really, y'all, the power to have self-learning is not like it shouldn't be undermined. You can teach yourself any and everything and improve your life immensely. Just like how you found me. And if I had any effect on your life, that's through you. Because for one, you love yourself. You love yourself because you want to improve yourself. If you want to improve yourself, you love yourself. And if I'm a part of your journey, even better. Okay. Queen of this house says, Nicole Murphy, step aside, Princess Colleen. I can't with you, Queen. You're so funny. Nicole Murphy is goals. I love, and you know what my goals are? Like, I love looking at older women with banging bodies. I'm not looking at these young girls. You think I'm looking at 25 and 28-year-olds saying, oh, I wish I could look? No, I'm looking at Jennifer Lopez and Halle Berry's and Nicole Murphy's and whatever hot fit women 40 plus. Those are my inspirations, okay? Because if they can do it and go through perimenopause and then some, I know there's hope for me. I can't be inspired by no teeny bopper who hasn't had kids and doesn't know what a stretch mark is. That's not inspiring. That's disheartening. Goodbye. Yeah, Nicole Murphy is it though. Ooh, she fine. Ooh, she fine. I look fabulous and so strong to do the change. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. You have 40 pounds you want to lose and it will come off? Absolutely. And you can calculate it. How did you do water fasting every other day? That's what my whole channel is about. It's called Alternate Day Fasting. You can watch the a fasting playlist I have. You can get the book, The Alternate Day Fasting Guide. It'll teach you everything you need to know. I feel the exact same way. We're meant to be models. Ooh, how tall are you? Ooh, you gotta tell me. I love being tall. Kimberly says her daughter's birthday is 11/5. Oh, twinsies. Thank you so much, Kimberly. What do you eat on fast day? My primary fast on feast day, my primary feast day goals is protein and fiber. Fiber and protein. So like yesterday, I had 2 eggs and 2 slices of keto bread, a cup of bone broth, and my Kiala greens for digestion. For lunch, I had some like stewed salmon with a mix of brown rice and cauliflower rice with beans and mixed vegetables. So fish, fiber, veggies. And for dinner, I was hungry and I got some teriyaki chicken, but I didn't eat all the rice. But I made sure I doubled up on the chicken. I do my best not to eat chicken because chicken is just wildly hormonal, and I don't want that. I trust beef more because it's easy to have hormone free beef than hormone-free chicken. But I had some teriyaki chicken from Sarku, that place in the mall, and rice and vegetables. But I left like half the rice. It was like so much rice. And and then I ended the day with a cup of tea, a cup of green tea, and I put some sweetener in it and a little bar of dark chocolate. I went to bed and I was happy, satisfied, content, filled. Fiber and protein. Fiber and protein is my focus. Protein keeps you full and keeps your muscle on you. Fiber keeps you moving and gets rid of excess toxins within the body, helps the bowels move, removes excess estrogen. Fiber does all of that. I feel like fiber doesn't get the praise it needs. Yes, green tea is awesome and it helps your metabolism and it helps your waistline. And it's just such a mild tea. I drink it all day. I don't even drink water anymore. I just drink tea all day. I make a huge kettle full and just pour from it all day. And at work, I just, I'm looking for any excuse to leave my desk anyways. So I just take my cup. I bring like 3 or 4 bags of tea with me. I'll go down to the cafeteria, steal their hot water, and come back up, drink my tea all day, all day. And it does not spark any kind of hunger like water does for me. If I drink water, I'll feel nauseous and hungry and mad. Because if I'm nauseous and hungry, I'm gonna be mad. And that's what water does because it makes me mad. Drinking water makes me mad. I'll drink tea though. Bone broth when breaking your fast, is that still a thing? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I have bone broth because I like collagen. I'm getting old and I need collagen. So me and collagen go together real bad. I've been preaching collagen since day one, but it's actually quite nice to line your stomach first thing with the collagen because it provides a protective coating for your stomach and helps you when you break your fast. I learned that from Dr. Mindy Peltz. I heard somebody say fasting and being celibate must be a strong person. That's so funny you mentioned that because that's literally what I wrote down. Coaching for so like I had goals that I wanted to do for the new year. I said for 6 months, like be single, celibate, sober. Single, celibate, sober. Single. Y'all have no idea how hard it is for me to stay single. I know it sounds like a weird problem. I s- I need help. I really do. It's so hard for me to stay single. It's not because, oh my God, the world is attracted to me. It's just like I just be finding myself in relationships or, or dating. It's like so annoying. It's really annoying. And I keep telling my sister, I need to stay single. She's like, girl, she's like, Colleen, you're always in something though. I'm like, yeah, but he came to me. I didn't go to him. He came to me. She's like, yeah, but so single, celibate. Once you're sober, you could be celibate. And once you're celibate, you could kind of stay single. So they all work together for me. I'm sad they're not all S's, but single, celibate, sober. Yeah, that's what I want to be, Jane Spitfire. I want to be a strong person. Nobody's getting the kitty. Nobody. And I'm gonna be looking fire while saying no and being single. They're gonna be like, oh, why are you still single? Because I want to. I want to. Okay. Single, celibate, sober. I don't want no more alcohol. My body doesn't like it for one. It's like it's highly reactive to it. My knees get hot, my ankles swell, my fibroid grows when I drink alcohol. I'm not into it. Yeah. Dayru says, I lost 43 pounds with ADF since August. I love it. I feel attractive again. I'm so happy for that. That's the feeling I want for all of you. Like to feel attractive. To feel attractive. Walk through this world with your head held high, your chest high, and knowing that you are valuable beyond. Some people once they don't look good, they don't feel good, and then they carry themselves like trash. I don't like that's not the goal. I want you to be the valuable human you're put on earth to be. Hey, Florida. You hit a plateau and stopped ADF for a couple weeks, wanting to start back, but doctor said because your birth control implant might be what's stalling me due to hormones. It could be. It could be. I have an IUD, but mine is non-hormonal. I've had it since 2019. Never stopped me, but not everybody does well with the copper. Thankfully, I have normal periods with my copper IUD. Thank you, Crystal. Sandra, you're fasting, but you don't know what to eat. You better find what to eat and then prepare it. Like I already have my feast day meals prepared in the fridge. You should not be going into feast day and you don't know what you're feasting on. You don't play with me. I don't I don't like getting cross with you. Don't play with me. You better find out what you eat and then prepare it. None of y'all should be going into feast day unprepared. You better find what you like, make a batch of it, and freeze. With this kind of lifestyle, you can freeze your food and just pull it out the fridge and say okay, because it's like it's really easy to waste food when you're doing ADF. It's hard to have fresh foods and stuff laying around. Like if I buy a bag of salad, I'm not gonna finish the bag of salad before it spoils. Um, you need to prepare, even if you have like a bag of salad or some pre-made meals. Please have an idea. My food is already ready for me for tomorrow. I already know what I'm going to eat. Already know. It's waiting for me. So I make good choices. Okay. What if you need to take medication with food? Who said that? Who said you need medication and food? If you need to take medication with food, just have an avocado. It's okay. Planning on getting an incline walking pad for home. I want to watch my hour long. How do you think I get 14,000 steps? Like, my walking pad is life. Somebody told me they used my link, but my discount code wasn't working. So I'm sorry. So I'll link some new ones down below, but it's awesome. It's awesome. It's especially with winter coming. I'm watching Love is Blind Argentina now. How many more steps do I have to go actually? I still get my 10,000 steps every single day. Every single day. That's non-negotiable. I have 9,082 steps. So I have a little over 1,000, under 1,000 to go. 10,000 steps is a non-negotiable for me. It leans me out. It gives me abs. It makes my thighs look amazing. It perks my booty. It regulates my appetite. I'm not. It helps my mental health. It helps my ADHD. I get fresh air. I can't understand why people are not walking. I don't get it. Get it. Um, Bruce says, "What about the side effects you got from fasting before? Are they gone?" We're gonna see. We're gonna see. At this point, I'm gonna see. I've been taking therapeutic doses of vitamin D, which helps with cholesterol. It's the buildup of cholesterol that was killing me. So we'll see. So far, so good. It's been 2 fast days, and I haven't had jaundice, so that's good. Huh? I just actually realized that. Ooh. Maybe it's working. I love realizations on camera. And when I say therapeutic doses of vitamin D, I really don't want to talk about it. I kind of want to save it for a video, but I may have mentioned it before. I was taking 50,000 IUs of vitamin D3 every day for 2 weeks. 50,000, not 5,000, 50,000 a day. My my vitamin D was my vitamin D level was 21, which if it's 21, you're trash. Like your body feels like trash, you're lethargic, you probably have anxiety, you probably have depression, you're probably moody as hell and dysregulated. Most people are vitamin D deficient. So I had to boost that up really quickly. And now I'm taking the 50,000 every other day. So, and vitamin D helps process cholesterol. I haven't had jaundice yet, so that's good. Are you in Florida? Because I want to go back to Florida. Like, I just want to be back in the sun. Watching from Hong Kong. Oh, that's really cool. Hi. Let's see. I love that you guys are talking to each other in the comments. Yeah, muscle will also add to the scale, water weight and all that, right? That could vary from week to week. But if you're doing the calculation, you know that for sure 1 to 2 of those pounds are fat. Just know that you could get off the scale seeing 5 pounds, know that 1 to 2 of them is fat. The rest, it could be you didn't take your towel off. Like it could be anything. It could be, sodium retention, all that. It could be anything. You're on 4 weeks of ADF now and you haven't lost weight. You must be very insulin resistant. How is that possible that you have been on alternate day, a true alternate day fasting and haven't lost weight? That literally makes absolutely no mathematical sense. That's very strange, actually. For 4 weeks. I have no words, to be honest. I've never even heard of that. That's very strange. Fasting when it's freezing cold is harder than I thought, but I got an electric blanket to help. It's true. It's true. It's true. You also allow yourself one packet of element on fast days as you switch to ketosis, and it helps you a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I might have to. I do my electrolytes on feast days just to see. I really hate having anything flavorful on fast days because it just sets me up for failure. If I taste something sweet on fast day for me personally, it's just like it makes the rest of the day just painful. That's why I like the green tea. It has little to no taste. It's warm, but it's like better than just room temperature water. I can have hot water all day, but room temperature, cold water. I just started ADF and I love it. My body is changing so fast. Ooh, your body really was inflamed and likes the inflammation reduction. Good for you. Hi, truthful artist. Yeah. Um, I'm happy to do the live because this was weighing on my heart. How long have I been doing ADF? I don't know if this question is for me, but initially I did it for 8 months, lost 60 pounds, kind of played around with fasting here and there, and then officially stopped in like 2022. I just started again on Sunday and I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. The only thing I am gonna do though is stop fasting 5 days before my period. That's just me. Um, I'm trying to think if it's necessary. Yeah, I don't want to play with my progesterone. Yeah. So I'm going to have 5 days that 5 days. I'm not doing 10, 7, none of that. Just 5 days where I'm being calorie conscious daily. And then back on the day of the first bleed, I'm back on it. Fast day one again. Fast day. You can fast while on your period. It's the week before that, you know, you kind of want to give your body the carbs and calories it needs to have the egg drop. But if you're not menstruating, you don't have to worry about all that. My advice for teenagers, do not fast. You need to be more active. Kids need to be more active. You'd be surprised how, when I was growing up, we ate like crap. Teenagers ate like crap. All of us. We loved chips. We loved pizza with the little bit of money that our parents gave us. We loved burgers. We ate the school food. You know what kids were doing? We were all over the place and we didn't come in until the lights came on. And this is even as a teenager. Okay? You had to pull me off of Jamaica Avenue after school, hanging out with my friends, walking up and down with no money. That's all we did. Kids, they can't wait to come home so they could doom scroll until their parents probably cut off the Wi-Fi or something. Please move. That's my first and always advice for teenagers and children. You should not be alternate day fasting. You should not be doing any kind of fasting because you are a child and children should not be fasting. Pregnant mothers should not be fasting. Lactating mothers should not be fasting. Not because it can mess up your milk production, but fasting is a toxin releaser. And where's that toxin going to go? Into your breast milk. Don't do that to your baby, please. Don't do that. People don't even know that. They think, "Oh, my milk supply is fine." Yeah, but it's laden with all these toxins that you've just purged from this long-term fast and it's going into your baby's cheeks. People don't It kills me that people don't research stuff. They just be doing stuff and don't know how it's affecting others. You can't do that. You can't do that. Do not fast if you are definitely not pregnant, not a teenager, and not lactating. I'm new to your channel and watching a lot of your videos to get information on how to ADF. I like to learn from people who have been successful, and you've rocked it, young lady. Thank you so much. I lead by example and experience. That's the only people I listen to. You have to have gone through it to tell me what you're going to do. I'm 47 and ADF gets easier the more you do it. It does. I crave fast days. You will. It feels good not thinking about food. It does. And I'm burning fat. I could feel. It's true. All of what you said, Dayru. Every word. You will crave the fast. You will crave the fast. Get comfortable being uncomfortable and sit in the discomfort. Don't run from it unless you just want to go to bed. That's the only way you should be running from it. All right? Go to bed. Go to bed. You wish tea didn't bloat you? How does tea bloat you? That's so weird. What kind of tea you drinking? It's just hot water. That's too many S's for you. Sexy, single, celibate, sober, siren, Scorpio, Slinky. There you go. Okay, humble brag. Yeah, humble brag. You know, my mother messed me up. She made me feel horrible at like talking highly about myself. So now that I'm out of that, I know what I look like. I promise you. I promise you, I know what I look like. I know what I can and can't do. And I know what looks can do for you in this world. Pretty privilege is a real thing. And I want you guys to see me. Okay. You see me, right? I don't wake up like this. I don't wake up looking like this. The most I can do to look better without makeup is to make sure my face is snatched. Having a nice snatched face is as good as it can get without makeup. I have makeup on. I do my hair. I put on an outfit. I accessorize. Anybody can do that and look like a 10. I'm special, but I'm nobody special. I'm not exotic. I am not extraordinary. I put effort. I literally had this conversation with my mom too. She was like, "Oh, you know, you're pretty this and you're pretty that." I said, "Mommy, I don't wake up looking like this. I put effort. If you put on a winged eyeliner, you'd look just like me. I came from you." And she started to laugh. If I came on this camera with nothing on me, you'd be like, "Who? What the hell?" But I wouldn't do that. Why? Because this is a public space. I wouldn't offend others with my lowly looking, unpolished face. I go out into the world putting the best effort I can, and any one of you can do it, men included. Go get your line up, go get your beard done, go touch up the grays, go get your eyebrows plucked or whatever. Clean your ears out. Make sure your clothes fit properly, no matter what size you are. Look like you put effort into yourself, because I've seen skinny people, I've seen slim people look trash. I've seen big plus size women look fabulous. It's all about the effort you put into yourself. Body, hair, clothes, all of it. Look like you love yourself. That's a great way to live in this world. I promise you, I'm one of the only thing I probably got over many is like I'm tall as hell. I'm 5'10". I put on any shoes, I'm instantly 6 feet. So that's striking. Effort. Anybody is a 10. Anybody is a 10. I promise you. Wilma says she's in the Facebook group. They love it. Telling you, go check out the Facebook group. The link is in the description box, I promise. I didn't expect this to be so long. I've been doing ADF for 4 months now, and I love it. I want to ask, does it matter if some days I do 36 or 24 hours in my fast day? I also find it hard to fast when I am sick, so I have soup. Why are you sick so often? You shouldn't be sick that often. If you're sick, you don't have to fast. Does fasting while sick help you heal better, faster? Yes, it does. ADF is 36 hours. I call it sun up to sun up. I don't count. Sun up is when I start the fast, and then the next sun up is when I end the fast. Whatever, how many hours that is. It's roughly 36. You want to have a pattern. Your body needs to know when to expect food. So having all over the place pattern is not ideal. Either pick one and stick to it. Whatever one you feel like you could stick to more is the one you should be doing. Your retail job gives you 12,000 steps, but I want to do it on my off days too. Okay, girl. When I was doing preload, I was 10,000 steps in 4 hours. I was skinty. Yes, always prepare for feast days. Yes. Yeah. You get 30,000 IUs of vitamin D and 30 minutes of sun exposure. There ain't no sun up here in New York. I'm sorry. I wish. And then the thing about that too is you have to be half naked. You don't get it from just walking around in a t-shirt and shorts, which I can't because it's cold. And you have to be like in a bikini for real with direct sun contact above Atlanta, Georgia. Like anywhere above under Atlanta, Georgia is getting sufficient sun exposure. Anybody above Atlanta, Georgia, it's over for us. So you must supplement. You have to supplement. And then there's a lot of people in the West Indies that are vitamin D deficient. Why? They work inside all the time. They hide them from the sun. They live under a tree. They always inside of a car, and then inside of the house, and then inside of the job. And then they're wondering, oh, how am I vitamin D deficient? I'm from Jamaica. I don't understand. Girl, is you really in the sun though? Is you really in the sun? And then they wonder why they get fibroids. Fibroids and vitamin D go together real bad. Real bad. If you have low vitamin D, it's more likely that your fibroids are out of control. So that's why I'm taking therapeutic doses for my my fibroids. Hi, Susan from Waco. You can absolutely have ACV on fast days. And they do have unflavored element. But if you don't want to do element, you could just have some sea salt, Celtic or Himalayan. When you were losing the weight, you still ate about 2,000 calories on feast days. I ate until I was done. I didn't count anything. I didn't go crazy. I just ate. I ate normally. You will learn how to eat normally on feast days. You'll stop thinking about all the food you need to shovel in before your fast day. You'll start understanding your fullness cues. You'll stop feeling a lack mentality about food. It will happen. I just eat until I'm done. If I want a little more, I'll have a little more. I have a lot of calorie room to play with because the deficit is so large doing alternate day fasting. You're going to have a little more wiggle room. Lies, you're beautiful either way, but putting in effort does help. Bless you. I appreciate that. Not gonna lie, some days I don't want to put on a face so I could be alone at Walmart. Absolutely. I'm not putting on a face for Walmart. Target, maybe. Without Walmart, I'm trying to be in and out. They're lucky I don't put on sunglasses and a hat. Then the tallness, I'm so tall. So tall. But I do like at least put on a matching set. I will always put on perfume. I will always smell good. If you find me, I will always smell good. I will always smell good. Like I love it. Oh my God, did I reach the end? Oh, thank God, because I'm like trying to end this, but I haven't spoken to you guys in a while. Working out on fast days has less sloshing in the belly, and I imagine it's burning more. I have a special workout playlist and feel powerful and metaphorical. That's interesting. Metaphorical. Okay. Love that. Love that. You're 27, 194 pounds. Will it take me long to lose weight? I've been under eating on my fast days, my feast days. Girl. Depends on what your goal is. What is long? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to get where you're supposed to go. Like, what is long? Long to who? Relative to what? What is long? You know what's long? Staying in one place, not losing weight. So as long as you're doing the things to help you lose weight and you are losing weight, you're fine. Be present. Worry about what you're doing here and now and making sure that you're getting through those fast days. You're maybe getting your steps in and you're focusing on having a healthy feast day. Be present and you're going to get what you're supposed to get out of this journey. I promise you. Stop worrying about the outcome. Stop thinking about the destination. You're ruining your own journey. The journey, it's the climb. Like, I love that song. I can't even play it on YouTube. So yeah, there are millions of people with vitamin D deficiency. It's horrible. And it's so because vitamin D isn't a vitamin, it's actually a hormone and it regulates so many things. Every cell in our body actually has a vitamin D receptor. And the fact that they call it a vitamin is completely underplaying the efficacy of the supplement in our bodies. Like we need vitamin D. And once I started taking it, I realized like, oh, my brain works now. My brain works. My brain is working. It's even helped my appetite levels because what vitamin D does is it helps increase serotonin, which is that satiety hormone. It's wild. And it leaned me out like no other because vitamin D is also anti-inflammatory. So I was just peeing all the time and I was like, am I okay? Like, why am I peeing so much? It was just getting rid of all this water weight on me. It was amazing. And that's actually this picture on the screen is me like on my 13th day of my daily 50,000 IUs of vitamin D. And I just leaned out so much. It was wild. I got ridiculously bloated, realized I was dehydrated and deep in luteal phase, starting over with more wisdom and not in luteal phase. Yeah. Yeah, that luteal phase is really nothing to play with. Everything you feel is for a reason. Um, if you have strong PMS, it's usually a sign of estrogen dominance. If you have fibroids, it's a sign of estrogen dominance. Fiber helps excrete excess estrogen. Yeah, I'm not gonna play around with that. I was really debating it and thinking like, is that 5-day period of not fasting worth it? But as a woman, I really don't want to play with my hormones like that. So I'm gonna do the 5 days before my period, okay? Which I'm not happy about, but because when you're in the pattern, it's like you hate breaking it. But I'm gonna respect the body. And usually that little 5-day break, it kind of resets, so I'm never plateauing. I started my ADF journey on Sunday, which was fuel day, and ended my fast this morning at 10 a.m. 39 hours, I have so much energy. Fuel day has been great today. Absolutely. Like something about a good fast just gives you so much mental clarity. Does brushing your teeth raise insulin because of the sweet taste of the toothpaste? No, because you're not eating it. You're not eating it. Don't worry about that. I'm 5'11". I get it. Oh, awesome. I love, oof. Tall girls unite. You're welcome. I love smelling good too. You introduced me to Clean Reserve. I did? Yeah. My favorite one is Rain. I love it. Should vitamin D be taken on fast days? I take my vitamin D on feast days because it's ideal to have it with a fat source. I It's a fat soluble vitamin. So I have it like with my breakfast. So I have my vitamin D on my feast days. I have my ADHD meds slash binge eating disorder slash Vyvanse on fast days. It helps me fast. Meds on fast day, vitamin D on feast day. And that's how I've been planning it because they both help with my appetite. They really do. All right. My Vyvanse helps me fast. It's always helped me fast. I'm only taking it on fast days. My vitamin D helps me understand satiety cues and it helps my brain. Like I could literally feel my brain functioning better. And so I take those on feast days with food in the morning. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. 2 hours later, I really like it should have been wrapped up a long time ago, but hopefully the replay isn't too bad. I appreciate you watching this. Hopefully, this was very informative and you learned something. Be present, stay in the present, and remember that due to calculations, you can't outdo the science of fat loss. You can't. Fat loss. Okay. Yes, you can take the vitamin D with MCT oil. It's cool. Oh, on fast. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. It's fine. If you want to. If you want to. It depends on your dosage, but cool. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will check you out in the next one. The goal is to post my vlogs on Sundays and at least do one weekly vlog, but I'm not going to tell you anything because usually I'm a letdown, but the goal is to post my vlogs on Sundays. All right. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye. Don't forget to check out the Fast to Feast guide and join the alternate day fasting group. I'll see you in the next one.